I'm gonna keep on dancing. Pink Pony Club. It's my daughter's birthday, and I just heard 28-year-old girls sing that song. Felt like 400,000. Little girls can scream. Holy cow. Anyway, AOA podcast back for another episode. Friday show. Frankie C on the way. He'll join us shortly. We're talking about this amazingly shocking maneuver here a week after the Todd Blanche meeting. Ghislaine Maxwell on the move, no longer in Florida. Martha Stewart dismissing Meghan Markle. I like that. A little old school, kicking the new school's butt a little bit. And just like that abruptly ends. We got the news just shortly before our broadcast time here. And our Gary Busey's in a little bit of trouble. Plus, we'll throw in some other topics. And we got an AOA game time coming up. My friends, you look around. This is a podcast. I still hear, does anybody else hear screaming? I still hear screaming in my head right now. It's very strange. It is very, very strange. Hello to everybody joining us in the live chat on YouTube. It's the hottest place to take part in the AOA podcast. Always a good time. The whole crew is here, so that's nice. Appreciate that. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you like this episode right away on Facebook or YouTube. We need that help with the algorithm. It always helps us out here. We're talking about delicate things like Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein and the president of the United States and Gary Busey. I mean, these are all highly sensitive topics. So algorithm tends to push us down because we're controversial. But you guys can lift us up with a simple like and a share. That's always appreciated. Plus, we have a members only area with exclusive content. So make sure you click on the link in the description below and you join up. We've been covering Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein since day one, really since day one, since this all kind of started. And a lot of people have been watching our Epstein content. We've got the biggest playlist right now on YouTube, the biggest playlist anybody's ever seen. We've got it on YouTube of our historic run on covering these two. And I'm still amazed that I could be shocked and blown away over what goes on. We discussed Todd Blanche, Assistant Attorney General, going over to the prison down in Florida to visit Ghislaine Maxwell. He interviewed her over the course of 2 days. Her lawyer said that she spoke about 100 people. They discussed all of this information. And then Todd Blanche went back to D.C. and nobody ever heard from him again. And then we get the news today that Ghislaine Maxwell is no longer in that Florida prison where she was, which, by the way, was a minimum security prison. She's been moved to a prison camp in Texas. Let me say that again. Prison camp. If you didn't know there was a lower security prison than minimum security prison, there is. It's called prison camp. And a lot of these prison camps don't even have fences. Yeah, I know. You're like, you're doing this for clicks, Aunt. No, I looked into it, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it is true. A majority of the prison camps we have in this country don't even have a fence around it to keep the prisoners in. I don't even know. I'm not even sure if you can call this a prison. I feel like a lock and a gate, a door, kind of part of the whole prison thing. But I guess when you slap camp on the end of it, it just throws it all out the door. Just throws it all out the window. Who needs summer sleepaway camp when you have? I'm doing your impression of you doing it, Dora. Frankie, we're talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, 1 week removed from her meeting with Todd Blanche, is now sitting in a prison camp in Texas instead of the minimum security prison in Florida, where she has been since she was sentenced to 20 years in that prison in federal
prison camp.
Prison camp. I was just saying they don't even have gates around the prison camp. I'm not even lying to you. Like, you can't make this up. They don't have gates around the prison camp because they felt like it was too much of a hassle to always be checking IDs in and out. So it was just easier to get rid of the feds.
Makes sense to me. I mean, if you don't want to check IDs all day, doesn't that seem logical? And why even? I'm sure there's no metal detectors, or why check for weapons? I'm not going to sit here and check people. Just take down the metal detectors. Just let people come and go. Honor system. I'd say we run this whole place on the honor system. It'll be fine. Don't even worry about. Come on, how many incidents have we had? Would we even know about the incidents? I don't know.
I mean, so basically, let's recap for everybody. The only living person that we know of from the world's largest child trafficking ring is now in a prison camp with no fence lock.
I've never even heard the term prison camp in my life until just now.
Right? I mean, she's out there. Now, how can anybody not leap to the conclusion? By the way, Todd Blanche, nowhere to be found for comment. Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers were able to confirm with us that she's in Texas, but did not comment further than that. And the president of the United States, no comment on this from him as of this moment. And the prison, both prisons, not commenting on inmates. So at this hour, how could we not assume anything else other than their conversation last week resulted in a deal to get her to a more, a better prison situation?
Seems to be. Who the hell knows? Unless, I mean, why Texas though? Seems like, are they moving her because she's going to testify?
I don't know if she's going to testify or this was just the deal that they made. Like, hey, we'll put you in a more cushy situation if you just answer our questions for 2 days. But tell me that doesn't piss you off, because that pisses me off. Like, I didn't want her to get anything. They didn't even have to go and do this to begin with.
What did they even, I mean, what was the goal here? What did they?
We don't know. We don't know what they got. Todd Blanche isn't talking. He's not saying a word.
So what is their result? Like, what is going to come of this?
I have no idea. And this is just a gigantic distraction because, again, photos, videos, files, papers, everything. It's just, there is a slew. There's over 100,000 documents. I went back and I found out. And this was confirmed by not only the previous administration, but Kash Patel. There's over 100,000 documents in the FBI evidence buildings for this case. Why are they even talking to Ghislaine Maxwell? Why?
What is she going to say that's not in those documents?
Exactly. And you need her to corroborate? You need her to testify? Like, nobody's going to take her seriously. She lied all the way through her own trial, and that's why she lost and got convicted. This is insanity, Frank. This is a level of corruption from an administration that promised nothing but transparency. This is on a Biden-esque level of screw-up failure.
What's the matter with you?
The way this is being covered up, like,
you just said that just to gaslight me, right? Is that
no? Because it's like people are like, "Oh, he's fine. He's cognitively there." Was he?
You're talking about. Wait,
we're transparent. We're going to tell everybody. We're going to release the files. Wait, I haven't even told you. Hold on, I haven't even told you the best part.
No. Stop, because Biden's cognitive abilities were always on display for everyone to see.
Yeah,
we weren't. Maybe even so, even if they were like, we're not going to talk about it, it's still in the public. We all saw it with our own eyes. This is a fucking pedophile ring that the president might be implicated in.
Also bad. Yes. Yeah, also very bad.
Oh,
Worse.
also, you're putting them on the same level?
No, I would say, well, it's very scary that the leader of the free world, we weren't 100% sure we know what's going on. If we're taking Jake Tapper's word for it, I mean, he wrote a whole book off of this whole thing.
Well,
So
you could say the same thing about, I mean, all the batshit stuff that comes out of Trump's mouth every time he speaks.
I didn't mean to get you.
Something
I didn't mean
no,
to say
no.
you.
Well, yeah, you did, because you said
I didn't.
you brought Biden into it for some reason.
And you know what I realized? I meant to say Kamala. I meant to say like her blowing the election is where I was trying to go, and I fell shy of that. So that's on me. That's on me.
What cover up was there? I don't know.
No, there was no cover up there. I was just saying I was gonna go with the her thing and how she blew the election and coming off of his protecting whatever. Bad analogy. I don't want to lose 30 minutes of the podcast to this. I apologize.
Well, I don't even know where the whole Biden Kamala thing comes from when we're talking about.
Meaning they blew it. They had they had the lead.
It has nothing to do with Trump / Epstein / Ghislaine Maxwell. This is not.
I'm just saying
two completely separate things.
Look at Paul is right behind you.
Thank you, Paul.
Paul is right behind you. Well, I'm also listen. That was a big thing too. I'm also trying to point out that side's not without. But I agree.
You got to stop.
This is
comparing the two. It's comparing what's it called? An administration that had 4 years and one slight little blemish compared to the Trump administration, where every fucking day it's a new disaster.
No, but I'm saying you weren't. Come on, after that debate performance, you weren't worried about who had their finger on the button.
It was terrible, and guess what? He didn't run again. I mean, they took that was it. He played out his.
No, he made the right decision, but again,
his administration, and he bowed out, and that was
I don't think it's bad to be concerned with who was really running the country the last 3 to 6 months. If he was kind of in and out of things, that's a perfectly legitimate question that should be asked. I mean, we can't just take their word for it. Clearly,
yeah. But when you look at what Trump is, the current president of the United States.
Yes.
Every just take at random any speech that he's given in the last 6 months, and it's the most batshit, off on tangents. What the fuck is he talking about? Bullshit that anybody's ever said. It's any speech he gives. It's like it's his first day on Earth, and you don't know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The windmills and the we can't trust this. It's like insane. I'm sorry, but every speech he gives, it's just an onslaught of diarrhea. What is it, verbal diarrhea?
Mm-hmm.
The Clintons and the Bidens and the Obama, they wrote the file, but I'm not in the file. But if I was in the file, they wrote it. But there is no file. But if there is a file, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't mean to set you off.
And there's no list. But I'm on the list. But if I am on the list, that there is no list, then they wrote it. But if they wrote it, then it exists. But if there's no list, I mean, you can't. It's batshit, is what it is.
I do have new stuff that you could be mad at Trump over. I feel like everything we just said we've covered already. I didn't mean to derail this. I'm just saying that I think we're going to learn that was a bigger deal than it felt like at the time.
You can't go, oh, this is Biden, like Biden is the high bar that Trump hasn't met yet in terms of.
It was the latest grand failure of a presidency.
You could literally go back a month or a week and go, this is just as bad as this last Trump thing, or this last Trump thing, or this last Trump thing. You went back to Biden.
No, I know, but to be fair, everything that he does, you feel like it's the end of the world, and it's not the end of the world. It's not what you want, but it's not the end of the world.
But it's awful and terrible. I can just off the top of my head, I could think of half a dozen things that are just literally awful for the sake of being awful, and they don't accomplish anything except being awful. Like getting rid of the LGBTQ suicide hotline. Who does that? Why would you do that unless you're just an awful person and
When
you
did he
have
do that?
you didn't even hear about
Today?
that?
I didn't even hear it. No, wait. I'm amazed. They have their own. They have a separate hotline from the regular hotline.
Yes, there's an LGBT. There was an LGBTQ hotline for people for suicide. Anybody who's like a helpline, and it existed.
Oh, so was it not? Wait, I have a question. Is it not just suicide? Was it like, hey, I'm just
It,
having a rough
the
like?
people who specialize, I
Okay,
guess.
okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. But they go from I'm having a rough time to up to suicide, is what you're saying.
I don't know what types of, I don't know if it's, I'm sure it's all spans all types of emergency calls, but it's a suicide prevention line,
Okay.
and it existed, and he just got rid of it, and it saw.
Was that today?
No, this has
That was a
been,
while
this
ago.
was like a month ago, maybe more, that he just ended it. Because why? Because it's probably, he's very anti DEI, anti woke, anti this and that. He has no compassion for anybody. He doesn't give a shit. And this is literally just canceling something because he's awful. Because that's all that is. There's no, what does it say? How much money could that save the government? A few $1,000,000 maybe, out of all the trillions of dollars this government is worth.
Yeah, I agree with you. That sounds not great.
Yeah, and you didn't even hear about that.
I did not. No.
See, that's the type of thing that in a normal presidency would be front page news for like a month. But you didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was going to talk about the PBS thing later on if you wanted
And the
to.
PBS thing too. That is just because they don't like, because
I feel like I have to write you an apology note after the show. This feels like a handwritten apology note situation. I didn't mean to push this off into a different realm.
It's just it's when I hear someone, and this isn't directed at you, but when I hear people,
I think it is, but that's okay.
No. When I hear someone go, "Oh, give him a chance," or he's going to try, at least he's doing. I'm like, what? What is he doing? What has he done for anybody? But he paved over the Rose Garden. Why? He's just those are little things that doesn't affect anybody really. But there's just all sorts of, just every time you open the news and you look at something he's done, you're like, come on, man.
I understand that. I understand you. He's not your guy. He wasn't my guy. He's not my guy. But
what are you defending him for?
Well, I think you're discounting the majority of the people who voted for him and how they feel and what their feelings are on some of these things.
What are their feelings? That they don't like LGBT? Are they in favor of the not preventing suicide?
When you put it that way, no, I don't.
Is that who I'm supposed to not? I'm supposed to. I got to worry about their feelings. So if they feel like that we shouldn't prevent suicide, then I got to respect that.
I understand.
No, I don't.
I understand. But I think, again, when we talk about the people who were victimized by people that are here in this country illegally, their families have feelings too. I don't think anybody wants like good, hardworking people rounded up and thrown in the back of a van. But at the same time, a lot of people were here doing a lot of bad things. And those people maybe feel a little safer and better about the world now that that's being addressed, as opposed to the previous administration that let it run rampant.
I'm all for getting criminals out, you round up criminals, dangerous people. I understand, people, violent criminals, whatever. Fine. But that's not what they're doing. They literally said,
Paul said, if Trump made a pass at your daughter, you'd be okay with that. I'm not saying, listen, let me put a timeout on this. I'm not saying I voted for that guy. I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of his, but I think with every president, you need to give these people a chance. And I think he's doing a lot of things. And I think it's positive for some people and not so great for other people. That's all, just the same as it always is. It's always 50-50. It feels
what's so positive?
It feels so much dire now because of the strong hatred for him, which I understand. I'm
Where's
frustrated.
the positive?
he got elected. He's listen. I hate when this is what I don't like to do.
No, I'm just used to your word.
Have to defend him because I also do like to criticize him. But let's be fair.
You're the one that said he's doing positive things.
He is doing.
I just asked, what are those positive things?
I mean, again, the shower head thing was big. All right. Let's throw a thing out there. He announced a grand ballroom. They're going to expand the footprint of the White House to add a ballroom. Was there a problem with that? Because I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. That's fine. What's bad about that? Explain that to me, because I missed the bad part of that.
Here's the bad part about that.
Go ahead.
He kicked 17 million people off of healthcare.
Right.
And now he's spending $200 million on a ballroom.
Okay, but that okay. I'm not in favor of the health. Let me just tell everybody. I know you know this, but I know other people might not.
The country was doing great, everybody had health care, and everybody was doing great, and all the prices were coming down, and everything's going well. Build all the fucking ballrooms you want, but this is his priority. We're gonna build a ballroom, attach it to the White House. Nobody gives a fuck about your golden ballroom because everybody is worried about their next paycheck and prices going up and farms going out of business and tariff wars and all this shit, but and people losing their health care. But he's sitting there touting a ballroom that's going to be attached to the White House. Big fucking deal.
I understand when you're putting it next to people's health care, it's obviously not going to stack up. But, you know, as the story, according to them, people are kicking in to cover the cost of it. So it's going to be at no cost to the taxpayers.
People who? Who's people?
He's got donors. He's got donors willing to give gifts and kick in to build the that part of the thing.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Fair criticism. I'm just saying it's not
like all the other things he's built that he's paid completely for. Everything that he's paid his workers in full. Remember those?
You are correct, but it's not all everything is the end of the world. You know,
it's not the end of the world. Is building a ballroom the end of the world? No, but you could say, all right, you know, we're going to put that off so I can focus on this. All right, you know what? We're gonna totally remodel the White House because that's the priority right now. How about release the Epstein list?
I don't disagree with you. Okay, I'm not going to try
do something that helps people, not makes your parties better.
Paul says it's not zoned for a ballroom. I'm not sure.
Oh man, that would be great. That would be hilarious.
I don't know if there's the zone on the White House. I don't know if that really applies. Is it zoned for a situation room? I mean, they got one in there.
It's probably not zoned for a shopping mall. You know, who the hell? I'm sure there's things you can't build on it.
I don't know. I
don't know either.
Swimming pool. There's a bowling alley. There's there was a lot of things there for a while. So
I'm sure you could build all kinds of stuff, but it's probably not zoned for a hospital. Or, I'm sure there's shit that's not zoned for.
Here's the other good thing. When they're not using it for like state parties, they're going to rent it out on Airbnb. So it's going to be a little income stream for everybody.
That's nice. That's a good, there you go. There's a plus.
We've got the most 5-star reviews on Airbnb on the East Ballroom.
Everybody says it smells like ketchup and cheese doodles, but that's only that takes away 1 star. 4 stars out of 5.
The view is incredible. If you could deal with the Big Mac smell.
Every table has a button you press and you get your Diet Coke.
Oh, that'd be nice. Who doesn't want that though? That's positive. He did that. Put the Diet Coke button there
for him.
That's great. They're collecting more revenue than they ever have before with the tariffs. And you know what's interesting, by the way?
Oh, that's good. I could lay into that too. We ready? God,
I don't believe in the tariffs. I just want to put that out there. However, something interesting is happening where they're actually they're not passing it off to the consumer. Well, there's 2 things to this. Everybody ran out and bought a lot of stuff. So everybody's like, oh, the prices aren't going up, even though the tariffs are in. There's going to be a delay till we really see what that looks like. But what's
Yeah, because a lot
interesting
of the
is,
tariffs started today or yesterday or something.
so last week, what's interesting is a lot of that money right now is being absorbed by the importers. Like they're not passing that along to the consumer. Again, I'm not saying that they're not going to eventually, especially when the supplies catch up, because everything was being shipped in the beginning of the year, and then suddenly everything slowed down because everybody's stocking up before the tariffs kick in. So again, a little bit of a delay, but they've got more money. They're like $30 billion or something like that, more than we've had, all due to the tariffs. And the stock market is still reacting well to it. So there was a couple of economists that were kind of like, this is interesting because we thought it would get a little worse than it's gotten, and it hasn't yet. So they're like, "What? Oh, I don't really know what's coming up next."
Well,
That was interesting.
the tariffs are taxes on Americans.
Yes.
It's a tax. It's a fancy way of saying all the
Yes.
shit you've been buying, now you're going to pay more for it. That's what that is.
Yes.
So it's either coming out of the company owners' bottom line, or it's coming out of the customers' bottom line.
Well, amazingly, that's what I'm saying. Aren't you shocked by that? I'm shocked that they're absorbing the hit right now and not just like immediately passing it along
well, I
to the
didn't
consumer.
see that at all, but if you're saying it, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, no, that's what they're all, and they were like, oh, the market's going to react negatively, and because they're still talking about whether or not to cut the interest rates, and what that's going to do to the 10-year yield and all this, because they're all intertwined together, and everybody's like waiting for that tariff blowback to come, and it's not there yet. So there still could be, meaning we might not see those cuts come at all this year. I think there's 2 more times where they decide on the cuts or not.
It's got to start once it starts affecting the companies importing, and they have to start charge, because whatever companies charge you for let's say you're buying, I don't know, a cell phone. The companies have to import those, and if they're paying $500 now for a phone, and now next year they're going to be paying $800, you think they're going to keep the prices the same? It's not going to happen.
No.
They're going to go up, and
No.
everything you're paying for is going to go up. So I'm glad that they're saying, oh, we're getting billions of more dollars in. That's coming from us. So it's not like all of a sudden more countries. It's not like we're getting billions of dollars from other countries. We're getting it from, like, the government collected billions of dollars from its own people and say, oh, look at all the money we got from you.
Christella says, and did you see the jobs report? It was bad. I didn't see it, but I heard that Trump fired the head of the consumer, whatever, that does it.
The worst jobs report in a very long time. It was like 75,000 jobs in the past month, when he said it was going to be over 100,000.
We don't need any jobs. We already brought all the jobs back.
Yeah, no more jobs to be had. That's it. Everybody's got a job. How many more jobs do you need? You want more jobs? I'll give you. I got a ballroom that needs building. We'll give you.
Yeah. So and in a hilarious Trump-esque way, was like, I just found out that this person is a Biden appointee, so they're fired. Yeah. It's like, if you really felt that way, maybe day 1 or 2, you should have been like, hey, let's make a list of everybody that needs to go if I need to have my people in every last position.
No, because he's waiting for a moment like this, because it's all fake. You heard that, where he's like, oh, it's the jobs report is fake because it was a Biden person, and they're just faking it to make me look bad. That's his argument. That's what he put out there.
I was gonna say, did he make a claim of like, hey, they're not putting this number in, or they're not factoring that in? Did he say anything factual?
No, he had no. He said they're putting out fake job numbers to make me look bad because it's a Biden appointee.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then you got to follow that up with somebody that you could put in the position to refute the previous report, then, because that's kind of how that works.
I'm sure I'll get right on that.
Yeah, I know that the numbers, those numbers can be weird because it's like after a certain time, if you don't have a job but you stop looking, you're not counted. Like those are always like a little flimsy things. So I guess we'll keep our eye on it, like we keep our eye on everything else. But getting back to Ghislaine, if we can, because I was about to I'm so sorry. I hope you know that I really feel bad. I didn't mean to tick you off and put you on.
No, I'm glad you did, because I feel like shedding light on stuff like that for people who don't know it's important, because a lot of stuff flies under the radar, like stuff that you didn't even know, that there's some awful shit that happens that doesn't even register, so for a lot of people, and you wouldn't even know it. And it's like, I'm glad you brought stuff like that up, because
I know, but I think you're looking at it from the worst possible light, and it's always bad and negative. And
well, I want to give me the good light. Tell me.
But
give me a positive.
You just count it right away, and it's like there's still a lot of people that support him and what he's doing, and they think it's going to work out better for everybody long term.
I understand that there's people that think things. There's people that think a lot of things. I'm going off of what's happened and what he says and does.
Right.
There are people that think that fairies exist, and there are people that think leprechauns are real. I'm going off of what's actually happened.
But are you listening to every side of it? Like when he does make I think sometimes like that gets discounted too.
I'm begging you to give me something positive, and that I can't poke a hole through.
Well, again, I know this is weird because it's just a stupid little thing, but the ballroom, you found a negative way to slam that. And it's like, that's not tied to people's health care and stuff like that. Like those are two different buckets. It's, it's not a legit argument. Like we built a White House, in
long term. In reality, I don't care about a ballroom. It has literally zero on the scale of things everybody should care about. It's a zero. It doesn't matter to anybody, because the average person is not going to be in that ballroom ever.
All right, let me give you this example. It's
like saying we put a new bathroom in the White House. Oh, great! That's a wonderful addition that I'm sure you'll make the best of.
We got a bidet. It's spectacular.
Yeah, I don't care. Build what he put a flagpole out in the front. I'm like, great. How about
I think those are so dumb. I think those are so gaudy looking. Those will be down immediately. They're not in the right. They should be on the side more. That's annoying me too.
Yeah, they look stupid. They look dumb. They're in really weird positions. But this is going to be another job that either doesn't get fully paid, or I don't know. I'm not, I don't care about the ballroom.
Okay, let's do the trade deals. I don't know what the trade deals are or if they're great. We won't know for years, but there is a possibility that he put us in a better position by renegotiating what, before his presidency, everybody universally agreed that we had not great trade deals. We were far too giving to the global economy than really what is necessary currently.
Well, we are also the richest country in the world.
That's true. That is true, but that doesn't mean that we can have.
No, we can't be taken advantage of, but we can when we can provide a little more than we're getting, just a little bit. I mean, we don't just because we don't want to get screwed over doesn't mean we have to screw over everybody else.
Understandable, but it is, if you and I went out for lunch and you were always paying, and then you'd stop go if I paid once every 20 times you paid, you would be like, it's not good for me. I can't afford to have Ann as a friend. I'm fucking,
I wouldn't, if it's you having money, if you were having money issues, I wouldn't care. I would help. That's the thing. If you're trading with a country that can't afford to stay on your same level, you cut them a little slack.
Maybe, but the problem with that is China took advantage of us for years, and we did it. I shouldn't even say take advantage because we agreed to it because of the cheap goods, because they had cheap labor, But anyway,
Well, what are the details of these deals? We don't, do we know anything about these deals? Who's getting
but just
what?
to be like, oh, he ruined it, then he brought it back. Listen, again, I don't agree with his methodology, and I don't think anybody approves of his methodology. But if he comes away with it being better, he could do some good. And I don't think that you think that that's possible.
Anybody could do anything.
See?
I'm not. No, you're. A lot of what you say is he could do this, or he can do that, or there's potential here.
Right.
I'm waiting for you to say he did a great job on this, or we are better off now because of this.
It's 6 months in. I mean, it's 6 months in.
It's 6 months in when he said, I'll have 90 deals in 90 days. We've gotten 6 or 8 deals.
It's a good point. It's a great point.
I mean,
realistically, we're 6 months in. Like, we'll see where it winds up.
All right, by year 4, we'll be all right. But we'll see what he does.
I'm not saying
by the end of his. You know what? 12 years after he's out of office, then we'll be all right. We'll be good. We'll see how it works then.
I just don't think it's everybody following the madman around. Like, these are not new principles to the world, what he's doing. Like, it's all been thought of before. It's just
and they didn't work before.
It's their side doing their thing. And that, going back to NPR, that's what I was going to say about NPR. Like, they're going to close down NPR and things down September something, whatever, which I think is terrible. To myself, why would they even do this to begin with? And the reason why I say that is because if a Democrat comes in 20 election, if a Democrat comes in, the first thing they're going to do is find a way to fund. Now they're going to have to go hire everybody again. It feels like kind of for 3 years before the next and a myriad of other things, like maybe all this Republicans.
Exactly. I mean, this when you have that, when you consider that type of thinking, that's not democracy. You're allowed to say stuff, the negative about the president, and you shouldn't have any blowback from it from the government. Democracy works. He's not following the kind of criticism. I love what's her name. The loser funds the post, or something like.
Oh yeah, I thought she was really referring to donation drives and all that stuff. But I think that's only a small percentage, like a jet for PBS and NPR. It's so tiny, even that I remember money from that I have ever bought my parents a Frank Sinatra. That would be bad. But yeah, that would be hilarious events in that ballroom.
That would be great.
NPR return fundraiser. But what I was going to say, where's Elon? Where's all our billionaires? They can't get together and doors open for the next 3 years.
So many. Pick a subject.
Yeah.
I mean, with all right, what is his name? Elon is worth $250 billion or whatever the number is now. Homeless people, not to get rid of them, but help them.
Let's get to the important.
I don't mean get rid of them. I'm talking about there probably wouldn't be any in the country.
But Frank, what would they listen? I guess it's going to go dark. All those radio stations, I mean.
Well, if any of the Muppets want to come onto this show,
that'd be great.
You're all welcome to have a spot on our show.
Mm-hmm.
This is an open invitation to all the Muppets. From Sesame Street on to, all welcome to have a segment or two on this show.
Well, somebody will come in and grab that. Isn't it HBO? I think HBO anyway.
We were talking about Ghislaine.
Yes. And we went back over all old stuff that we knew. But all right, here it is. According to Bloomberg, 3 sources familiar with this all corroborated and said that the FBI, at the behest of Kash Patel, was reviewing the over 100,000 documents, right? And 3 people can confirm that the agents were redacting President Trump's name from the Epstein files. 3 people, 3 separate sources, according to Bloomberg. are reporting this. And if that is now what their defense is, Freedom of Information Act, and part of that is you can't out somebody's personal life if it's not a crime or something like that without proof that it's a crime, all that stuff. So they've got something to stand on. But my feeling is you've got to be kidding me. We've already played this redaction game with the Epstein files. We've seen the redacted versions of files and documents, and then the unredacted from a lot of information. You're going to play this game now. Like, I would be like, hey, thing to change or all. Hey, boss, I look worse when everybody knows damn well my name is in there, you know? So, but they were redacting his name along. Now, I don't know if they ever, but that's an awfully bad look for the president from the Epstein files from Kash Patel.
There's never any, oh, look, he's in the, I donated to charity files. He's not in anything good. It's always something point with him and go, something awful. And this is going to be, didn't have anything to do. When they ask, oh, if they had me, normal administration doesn't convince the one that has the Epstein files. So buy whether you can, you have no say. This is not, you can't order, or if you can, that whole, did you do that?
I don't know, for kicks.
Okay. I think I'm buffering and
no, you know, I'm monitoring and it's looks okay to me. I don't know. It's not, I don't think it's us. I think it's might be YouTube.
Oh, weird.
Because you haven't lost me, right?
All right, on our ends, but as I was just told, Erin just told me that we're glitching in and out a little bit here and there.
Oh,
so I don't know if that's on. If people are seeing that, let us know.
Yeah, I did see.
Can you? Yeah, Miss Justice, Ant, can you fix stream?
I did see a couple of people say that, but I think it might be. I think it might be the YouTubes.
Blame it on the YouTubes. I think it's the Democrats. To be honest with you, I think they're censoring the YouTube truth out there.
They want to make us look bad.
That's it. I'm firing Ronald YouTube. All right. So what happened with Ghislaine Maxwell? Did we even
bring me Ronald YouTube immediately?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. They're redacting his name. Okay. So when was this happening? This is recently. They were like after we found out his name was in it, they started redacting his name.
No, I don't know when it was, but this was in so Kash Patel comes in, takes over. They say, hey, start the process with the Epstein files, and they started doing it. They started going through, reviewing, and redacting, and they weren't even done. They weren't done with, they weren't done with anything. Which
puts the question of who gave that order. Who gave the order to redact Trump's name?
Who gave that order?
The Rosado brothers. All right.
Oh, that was the best. Fucking, you know what? I love Godfather 3. Fuck all you people who don't like it. That movie was the shit. It was so good.
Wow.
Immobiliare. Everything was good.
Bold stance from Anthony.
I command this family, right or wrong. He was great. Pacino was great. I mean, it wasn't one, but.
And it wasn't Dick Tracy. I feel like if you're gonna be the leader of a crime family, I feel like the stronger performance was Big Boy. Big Boy or Michael Corleone. I gotta go Big Boy.
Big Boy did it. Big Boy did it.
We're being bugged.
So good. Still the best impression you ever did. Okay, the Facebook stream is fine, so it's YouTube. I'm sorry, people. That's kind of what I thought. It's not coming from us. It's coming from them. Facebook is not dipped out at all.
All right.
So apologies. All right, Meghan Markle, Martha Stewart. It's a little. If this was in the Seinfeld episode, Kramer would have been like, "Yeah, cat fight." That's
cat fight.
Martha Stewart was doing an interview with YouTube Lifestyle, and they asked her about Meghan Markle, and Martha Stewart said, and I quote here, "Meghan, I don't really know very well. I hope she knows what she's talking about."
Oh, all right, that's
okay, hold on. When they asking her about her being like a lifestyle brand person, not too bad, right? I agree with you. Then they asked her what her thoughts were on Gwyneth Paltrow, and she was like, "Well, Gwyneth has been very successful. She created quite an interesting body of business. She's admired. She won an Oscar, for heaven's sake, as an actress. She's pretty powerful, very successful." That's what she said. So Meghan Markle's just like, she better know what she's talking about. And then Gwyneth Paltrow is like,
innocent.
"Oh, she's fantastic. She's wonderful." Yeah, because one is a real legitimate businesswoman, and the other one is Meghan Markle.
Yeah, but but the difference there, I think you're making a little bit much out of this. I think the difference is that she knows what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow's. She's more familiar with Gwyneth Paltrow and her work.
Right.
And I think that's why she can speak on it more. She doesn't know Meghan Markle's stuff. And I think her saying she better know what she's doing is just her sort of I really know nothing about her, but here's some advice. Know what you're talking about, know what you're doing. But I think that sounds very innocent to me. I don't think there's anything into that. And
I don't know. I think it speaks volumes that she hasn't seen her work.
Maybe. I mean, you talk about her every day and you haven't seen her work.
I've seen enough. Once you've seen blueberries sprinkled enough.
I have seen enough to know that I have seen too much.
This is hilarious.
I
don't know if we're going to get funnier than that fucking line right there. That's hilarious. Just a quick update. Yesterday, last episode, we did a story that in committee, there was a committee vote to pass the Pelosi Act, right? And Josh Hawley joined on the committee to vote in favor of the Pelosi Act. All the Pelosi Act says is Congress, the president, and the vice. So I got mad at Trump on Wednesday because he always missed when I criticize him too, by the way. You're ready to paint a MAGA hat on me, and I criticize the shit out of the guy on Wednesday, and I get no support. No, hey, nice job, Ant. Nice way to bring him down.
Looking for a little consistency. That's all.
There's not. That's the thing, though. There's not sometimes. But anyway, Trump lambasts Hawley for joining the Democrats and goes out and claims that they're going to use this to target me, and they're playing Hawley. He's a second-tier senator. So they asked Hawley about it today, and he's like, I called the president. He's like, we spoke. First, he blew it off. He's like, I don't really care what he has to say. This is the right thing to do. And then he's like, well, I called the president. We spoke. And Trump was under somebody miscommunicated to Trump, apparently, that the Democrats snuck something into the bill that wasn't good. He doesn't even know what it was, but it wasn't good. So he just fired off that Truth Social without knowing the real story, that there isn't anything.
Shock.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, okay. All right. It's fine. You could do it. That's what he said. So it's like, I don't know. You should confirm some things before you just go flying off on the handle like that. That was a little.
Welcome to the party, Ant. I mean, I don't know who you've been following for the last how many years, but there's no confirmations. There's just shooting blindly into the dark.
You say welcome to the party, but I say I'm judging everything on an individual basis on what I think it is and how I think it's going to affect people. That's all. That's really it. It's bad. Let's see how this is bad.
Ballroom means nothing to me. I don't know what. Great, he's building a ballroom. Okay, how does that affect anybody but him? I don't know. But okay,
it's going to house all the homeless NPR employees.
That would be nice.
It's going to be great. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's fucking terrible. I know too. Public broadcasting employees, and I don't even know. Like I couldn't even text The person like,
yeah, people still.
and if NPR and PBS, which I feel like this is partisan. This is politics. But there's like a small mass. If they had just, went with the times, like if Snuffleupagus was on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Like if they were just better,
Maybe they are
apt with it all, if they would have been so undeniable that they would have been like, nah, we can't get rid of that,
They're not going to. Are you kidding? I mean, they're getting rid of late night hosts, and there's what TV show is untouchable these days?
I know, that's another thing. People just aren't watching. That's the other thing I think too. It's like I feel in my bones, this is bias. In my bones, I feel like you need
shit.
let me say what I'm going to say. You need NPR, like you need that thing. It's just not good not to have it. In my bones, I feel that way. But I'm also the person that I don't consume it the way I used to. I used to, even when I stopped listening to NPR over the air radio, I would still get the NPR top 5 podcast in the morning just when I woke up. So I was like, all right, what are they? Because I trusted them from a global perspective too. I knew they were left leaning. That's not what I'm saying. But I knew that they were going to give me what was important. Like if I wanted to find out more, I could. I wasn't offended as somebody who wasn't always left, who was independent a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. So I listened. I thought they were a great resource for that. And I thought that was hugely important that they were there for that. But, look at the Dexty Dex. He is so cute.
Isn't he?
He's such a good dog.
He's a good dog.
He just looks around too like, this is fucking great.
He's just hanging out.
Yeah, he looks like he's high all the time. He just looks like it's fucking awesome.
He's a little boy.
His like eyes are just kind of like darting around. Like, isn't this fucking great? You think dogs are grateful? Like, thank God, I fucking wound up here.
I think they're grateful. They're very happy. They let you know they're happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can continue to piss off half the audience. I'm not a cat person. I don't get cat people, man. Not for me. Not for me. So anyway, those two idiots kissed and made up. Just like that, Frank, abruptly ends. We got the word just prior to the podcast. Season 3 is out right now. I don't know if they're bouncing them out one by one or all at once. Season 3 is out, and the creator was like, that's it. It's done. He's like, I think there's going to be maybe like a 2-part goodbye thing that they'll do after this season, but that's it. They're just stopping it. And everybody's kind of like, does this have to do with the whole woke thing? There was a big woke controversy over this show that season 2, they went so far, like crazy. I'll tell you what, Cuddles has told me, she's like, she's just like, it's just not the same thing. Like you had the show was so iconic, and then like the movie wasn't the show, but it was like, all right, it's still kind of the movie. And then by the time you get to the 3rd movie, she was like, okay, like they were barely hanging on then, and now they come back, and she's like, they don't have Samantha. Like Samantha was such a huge part of it, and then they replaced Samantha with like a bunch of other characters that you don't have that 25-year feeling of knowing, so you don't really care about some of these people. She's like, there's a real estate, who cares? She's like, she's on the screen or not, it doesn't, like,
I never really watched the show. I didn't really like the show ever.
Flack, because one of the people who don't like all the trans thing, there was a trans, Miranda was with and one of the kids of the other girl, the hot girl that was on Seinfeld, the one I like, who's in couples therapy, Dunst. He goes, it's not that Miranda is lesbian. She's like, she was such a dick. She was so mean. The way she comes out of the closet to fall for the woman, or non-binary person, because she was cheating on her husband. So she's like, I get you want to put LGBTQ over, you want to make them look, like hey, everybody's equal and whatever and all that. He's like, but like, don't be a dick. You like, who's not going to side with the poor guy that got cheated on? Like if you want to pursue that, pump the brakes, don't cheat, go back and tell hubby, hey, this is who I really am. I'm discovering myself. It'll be a lot easier than, oh, I was having an orgasm with somebody behind your back the other day, and that's why I don't want to be with you anymore. Like there's a difference there. One character is going to be sympathetic and the other one's going to be an animal.
No, I get it. I think, it's then you find a problem with that too.
I'm sorry. The last thing she said was they killed Big. That was her husband going into it. I forget. Was he like caught of inappropriate behavior or something? And then
there was some accusations in the real life of it with him, and then they killed him off.
And they killed him, but it was like quick. Did they turn out to not be true after?
I don't remember.
Because people were mad because they got rid of him. They loved him. Like they wanted to see her like with him. Then they lose him for this crazy reason. And then now now she's back with the guy from Big Fat Greek Wedding. And she's like, everybody hated him because he was so mean to her all those years ago and whatever. And then he's abandoning her again. And it's like she's like, this show fucking sucks now. She's like, I can't stand it. Bobby Lee, who I love, the comedian, and he's also does the podcast with Andrew Santino, I think. He was on season 2 and he said that the woke backlash was so bad that he lost the gig because I guess his character was in like the woke part storyline and it went so poorly. And he's a liberal, just so everybody knows. Like he's like, but yeah, it's like it got too out of control, and he's like, they couldn't continue my storyline because nobody liked what they were doing. I
don't know. I think the whole it's woke. What's woke? They included different people. I don't understand what the problem is.
But you know what I'm finding interesting? Yeah, you know what I'm finding interesting? There is that go woke, go broke is almost starting to be proven true. And I don't think but the reason why is I think it gets pushed in and forced in to conversations where, it's like, I think people then start to feel like it's too preachy. And then it dries up and starts to go away.
People who are against woke, is it including people who weren't included before?
No, I think it got bastardized to just be the craziest part of the left trying to, fix everything. And,
Well, what's define woke? I mean, what is the definition? What is the thing you have? Why is woke something you have a problem with? Not you. I mean, people who have a problem with quote woke.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the problem?
What I was going to say was, I'm not even sure if it's an anti-LGBTQ thing anymore at this point, as much as it's people are just sick and tired of being preached to. I think it's
about
a lot of that. About anything, about being told what to think, about being told how to think.
Well, including a character that's one way or another, how is that preaching to you? That's just showing you another character. It's not like that character is looking into the camera and going, you should be this or this. They're just showing you different people. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, like, okay, for instance, the Miranda storyline, right? Like that she discovers that she's gay. The character, the actress is gay, right, in real life.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And like the again, this is just from what Cuddles has told me that the community feels, like the Sex and the City fan community, that they did that just to be like, oh, we have a gay character and we're going to let the gay character play the gay character. The gay actress play the gay character.
Okay.
It's like, is that like, why did you do that? Because was Miranda really headed there? Because like really nothing in her past ever showed any kind of inkling or curiosity or whatever. So it's like, is that what you needed to have happen? Like, was it so bad that a gay person couldn't play a straight person anymore, kind of a thing? And that feels preachy to people, whether it's true or not, and they react to it negatively. it's kind of like when you were a kid. Maybe not you. I feel like you weren't normal, but normally, like there would be a kid who'd be like, well, I don't think you had this relationship with your mother. Your mom was very like accepting, and what's the other word? Nice. I'm gonna get in
So,
so much trouble from my mom.
man, you're trying to make an argument against accepting and nice.
But no, I was saying like a kid when you were a kid, like my mom would be like, I'd be like I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go take the garbage out. And she'd be like, go take the garbage out, and then I'd find myself I was gonna do it, and now I'm like, now I don't want to do it because you're telling me to do it. That feeling of like, don't preach to me. And I think a lot of people who don't have a problem with LGBTQ wind up not supporting quote
Well,
unquote woke stuff just because they feel like they're being told what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
here's the difference. You were a kid. The people watching the show are adults who can think for themselves. And if they want to watch a show with these types of characters, they could watch it. And if they don't,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not the characters. Like, how many times do you want something else for a show that
yeah,
you
there are
just
times
don't
where,
get, and you're like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing
of
this with
course,
this character?
but that's nothing. It doesn't. It's not your call though. Like there are shows that go off on different. You wish this would happen, and it doesn't, and the show goes in a different direction, and you're like, all right, and you lose interest or
Right,
you
but that's
or
and
whatever.
that's kind of indicative of you have a problem. You have a plot line problem. If it's
Well, it
not
could just be
flowing and
bad writing,
working,
or it could be a stupid storyline, or it could be
right,
anything.
right,
It doesn't
exactly.
mean that it's woke, or it's. It could just mean that they don't like the direction of the show. It has nothing to do with. I mean, this is the way they wanted to bring to steer the show. If it works, if it doesn't work, whatever. But this is the way they wanted to go. People like it, great. If people don't, okay. But to be like, it's too woke. I mean, I
Well,
hate.
because if you like think about the origins of the show, it's four chicks in Manhattan trying to get laid.
Yeah, it's Sex and the City. It explored a lot of different kinds of sexual
Right.
whatever.
And there were tons of gay characters on that show from
Absolutely.
the beginning of time.
So someone discovering that their true sexuality late
That's the point,
in
though. That's
life
the point. Like,
happens.
if you're watching that show, odds are you're a friend to the gay community, right? I mean, let's be realistic. For you to have a problem with it later on shows that it's kind of just being like shoehorned in there, and that would piss you off if they changed if a character in Star Wars was suddenly played by a different actor, you'd be like, the fuck, it would take you out of it a little bit. So
Well, played by a different actor is a different. That's not what you're saying. You're
I'm
just saying
saying
they changed.
any little thing could be affecting you. So if you have a person who's more than likely a friend of the LGBTQ community, and then they just don't like this new iteration because they feel like it's all being forced in there for no good reason, they're already accepting, so it's like, why is every one of their fans who we are assuming are already accepting of that community complaining so much about this? There has to be something to that.
Maybe, or maybe it's just the character changed, and people just don't like change. But I feel like a person change, coming to grips with their sexuality shouldn't. I just if that's the character, that's the character, and I don't know. There doesn't have to be hints throughout the seasons. Oh, maybe, and it's like, well, if that's the direction they want to take the character, then who the hell cares? That's the story. That's what you write your own show if you don't want that character to go into that direction.
I guess it's such a weird thing for the character that all those people were like, why are they doing?
Yeah,
Why
it's
are they
not your
doing this?
character. It's their character. They're writing the show. This is their decision to make, and if you're along for the ride, you're along for the ride.
Yeah. I see the side of it though. They're like, I get that part of it. Like you're kind of like, why is this happening to the character? It doesn't make any sense, that you want to see it, it all just kind of evolves and goes the way it should. And then when it doesn't, if people feel that, I feel like that, they recognize that in the moment. I don't know.
I think things don't. I mean, there were a lot. If everything evolved exactly the way it should go, then there would be no surprises in the shows. And then it would be. I'm sure there were moments in the show where you're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they did that," or "I can't believe she's going out with him again," or whatever the case may be. But the fact that this was a problem should, that it's
I
another
think you're just
direction.
defending it because it's LGBTQ, and I'm saying it almost has nothing to do with that. It's more about the preachy part.
I don't see anything preachy. I mean, no one's saying
it feels preachy. I think people feel like it feels preachy. I fear sometimes it's like a little condescending, like I don't know.
Making a character come. I don't think it's. I think it's just this is where the character's going, and this is what they wanted to write.
No, listen. If it's natural, there was that show on Netflix with oh my god, the Sourpuss comic. She was the second secretary on West Wing, the famous comedian, and Jane Fonda's her friend. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Fucking can't have no brain anymore. They had a show about that. They fell in love with each other. There was two couples. They were friends, and they both had to tell their husbands like, yeah, And I think it was a funny thing where they were kind of like, well, the sex dried up between us. Like
people saying Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin, that's it. Yes, thank you, Lily Tomlin. Jesus Christ, man.
Thanks, hon. And Christella.
Good job, guys. Anyway, I don't really care. I was making a point. Doesn't matter. Frank was going to disagree with me. Let's just move on.
I'm against the whole. I'm against people going, "Oh, I'm sick of woke." Well, then,
no. I get it. You're so accepting that you can't see. Like,
I don't understand what's wrong with it being accepting. Who cares?
There's nothing wrong with it. No,
let people be who they are. Let characters be what they're going to be, and move the hell on.
I'm saying if you wrote a show about like the Lily Tomlin show, people probably watch that because they were like, oh, that's the story of two women that found their sexuality late in life. Cool. I want to see that. That makes sense. That's the storyline. Or I don't really know about this story, but I love Lily Tomlin. I'm going to fucking watch it. Whatever. And you watch it. The other thing feels unnatural. It set a thing off in these people for some reason. And again, people don't like being preached to, and I think that's what they're reacting to more than the
I think
LGBTQ part of it.
I think I don't. It's a fictional character, and if they want to write it this way, they write it this way, and I don't think anybody.
Yeah,
I don't think it should affect everybody's life.
Like remove LGBTQ from it, remove it, and plug in something else. People would still not. They would still be like, whatever. No. It doesn't even matter because it's being forced on them.
I don't see anything else that you could plug in that would make people have that reaction.
Other than LGBTQ?
Yeah. Well, I mean, give me a major change for, let's take Miranda. Let's say they changed her character blank. What change could they make that would make people go, oh, this is being preachy?
If they were like,
unless they literally made her a preacher.
Okay, if they were like, oh, suddenly she's a Republican, I think they would have the same like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like when she doesn't believe in any of those ideals, never did. There wasn't a change. There wasn't some politician that
you wouldn't describe that as woke, though.
No, I wouldn't, but I would still see people being like, why are they trying to make me like Republicans now? Like, I feel that they would reject that and feel negative about that, or that it's unnatural and shy away from it.
Yeah, but
thank you.
I don't know.
Just leave it at, yeah. Let's let me win.
Fine. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Tired anyway. What's the next thing? I don't. Gary Busey. Here we go.
Gary Busey. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you from the beginning. I apologize, Frank.
I'm not offended. I'm okay.
I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. I'm going to write you a note. I think I'm going to write you a note.
You're going to write me a note?
Yeah. I'm going to write you a note.
Okay.
I wrote your brother the most beautiful note today. Don't tell him.
Was it an E sharp?
No, it wasn't an E sharp. I sat down and I composed a letter.
Ooh.
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
read it?
No, I'll never read it. In fact, I asked him not to share it with anybody.
Did you write it or did you type it?
I typed it only because I'm embarrassed of my handwriting.
Is it an email or did you like print it out and mail it to him?
I printed it out and I sent him a little something. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to read it. Well, okay. Yeah, Anthony's just going to say goodnight to his kids. Very nice. Anybody who wants to see Dexter again, here we go. Here's Dexter. Hello, everyone. Hello, AOAers. AOA holders. Dexter says goodnight to everyone. And he's back.
Oh, I missed Dexter?
You missed Dexter again.
I can't believe it.
Saying goodnight to everyone.
Damn. Best part of the show, actually. The last we're gonna see a peak in viewership when his face is on screen. Be like, hold up that damn dog the whole time.
Good boy.
That was my daughter. I'm sorry, Frank. She had a nightmare. She was very scared. Yeah.
I missed it, man.
I'm gonna have a nightmare. I'm gonna be dreaming about. Do you know what 12 8-year-old girls sound like singing Pink Pony Club?
They're having a sleepover?
No, it was a sleepover from 5 to 8. It was come in your pajamas, but you're sleeping in your own house tonight.
So it was hanging out for a few hours at your house. Okay.
They watched a movie, they did karaoke, they had like a snack bar, they had pizza, ice cream cake. Yeah.
Oh God.
But it was
You're all right?
No.
Do you need anything? Can I send you a letter or anything?
Will you write me a nice letter?
I'll write you a nice letter.
Now you're making fun of me. See, I feel like the letter is a
wonderful gesture. I love it.
I feel like it's a nice gesture. Now you're making fun of me. It's okay.
No, I'm not. More people should write letters. I feel like that's a lost art.
Yeah,
I agree.
It took me a while too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you how long it took because then you're gonna be embarrassed.
No, not at all. I'm not. You actually went through an effort and you wrote a letter. I think that's a really nice thing you did.
Yeah, but you're gonna be like 2.5 hours for 6 lines. Yeah, that's a little.
I can't wait till we're all passing around into Thanksgiving.
No, that would be horrible. I would feel terrible. I'll be honest with you. I said some not so nice things about you in the letter, so I really hope he doesn't.
I'm not shocked. That's fine.
Anyway, I don't know. Gary Busey. He pled guilty to 1 count of 4th-degree criminal sexual contact. He groped somebody at a New Jersey horror convention, and
I didn't even know he was in any horror stuff.
Everything when his face is on screen, it's a horror. Have you seen what he looks like?
That's true. I can't name one Gary Busey movie.
Yeah, he told the judge it was not an accidental touching.
Oh God!
What a fucking weirdo!
He's out of his mind. This guy.
Busey was accused of groping at least 3 women during photo ops at the convention and trying to undo one woman's bra at the event.
Dude.
Yeah.
So what is I'm sure there's some kind of penalty going to happen here.
I don't know. I hope they fucking lock him up. His best days are. Yeah. All I see is him saying buttered sausages. Do you know that clip? You ever see that clip? It's like buttered sausages, and he's like out of his mind.
That sounds very familiar, but I can't. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, Lethal Weapon. That's right. He was in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, he was in Lethal Weapon. No, but his best line ever was Utah. Give me 2. That was his best. That's his most epic line. I don't want to hear anything. And Point Break. You remember Point Break when he's
never saw Point Break? I know. Yeah, I know. I have no interest in watching surfers rob a bank or whatever the hell it was. Is that what it was?
Yeah, no, yeah, but you got to see Point Break. It's one of the best movies ever.
Ever?
Busey, fucking Keanu Reeves, a young Keanu Reeves,
I know the rundown.
and Patrick Swayze.
I know.
Flea is in it.
Flea's in a few things.
Flea's in some things. Wait, was it Flea or Anthony Kiedis in that one? I forget now, but one of the Red Hot Chili Peppers is in it.
Hey, Flea was in Back to the Future.
Yeah, he was in The Big Lebowski too.
He's also in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus.
Flea works a lot for somebody who has no acting ability whatsoever.
Yeah, he does a good job though. He wasn't bad in those roles.
Really?
He was good in the ones I've seen.
Cool.
So Gary Busey, he's going to face some code. I saw that he's going to get sentencing soon, or whatever it's going to be. It's probably fines and probation, and I think they said
whatever, lock him up. But we don't need him. We got everything we needed to get out of him.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see him being cast in anything else.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's weird to be at a New Jersey. I mean, being at a New Jersey horror convention should be a crime. Then you commit more crimes while you're there, and that's really bad.
Stop it, you.
That's really bad. Who goes to a New Jersey horror convention?
People who live in New Jersey who like horror movies. What do you? You see, you're judging people.
No, I'm judging.
People are. I'm going to quote a Family Guy thing. People are allowed to like things. Leave them alone. Leave people alone. Horror is a genre that people like.
You're right. I'm being mean.
But Gary Busey should, whatever he pled guilty, so that's something. But I'm sure he'll be.
Listen, I understand if there's a horror,
whatever the consequences are, they are.
If there's a horror thing in New York or California, I get it. That's where we make movies. But
so it's the Jersey thing that you have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, no, I have I have a problem with the horror thing too. But yeah, for
sure. You don't like horror stuff?
Horror stinks. Out of all the genres of movies, what's the worst genre? It's horror. Horror is the worst.
Rom-com.
Come on, there are some beautiful rom-coms.
No, you're right. There are some good ones.
When Harry Met Sally. Wrong. You are wrong. You've lost that when Harry Met Sally.
Shut up. I'll say the worst genre out there. The kids stuff. You know, the like not cartoon, like the stuff that you watch with your kids because you had to.
No.
Yeah, when they were like toddlers.
Right. Like Bubby there. What was his name?
I don't know. I can't name any of them.
What was orange and blue Bubby? Blippy.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Blippy. We had to watch a lot of Blippy. That's bad. But it serves a purpose. When they shut the fuck up and they just watch it for a while, you're just thrilled about it. So
sure, but for you to watch, if you had a choice of all the genres and you had to spin a wheel and it was going to land on something, what's one that you would take right off the list?
Horror.
You would delete it off the wheel. So if you had to watch for 24 hours straight this genre and there was a chance it's going to land on Blippy, you'd leave that up instead of horror?
Yeah.
You'd rather watch Blippy
than horror. Yeah.
Michael Myers, Jason, all the zombie stuff. That's not your.
I don't get it.
Why not?
I recognize that people like it. I just don't get it.
I'll give you that there are a bunch of movies that it's like same thing over and over, or the jump scare thing kind of gets to me after a while. It's like, and then the music's really loud for no reason, and it just makes you jump because it's loud and obnoxious in your face. But there are some horror movies that are done really well. Like the first Halloween is classic.
Yep. But I feel like that's one of those instances where
Living Dead is a classic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I glitched that time. Frank looks like an opera man right now.
Oh my God.
Oh, so it's not me. Oh, it's him because Erin, you're here.
I don't know
I'm-
what's going on.
We're talking genres and how Anthony hates horror movies for some reason.
No. I mean, I don't know what's going on because you glitched for like
Oh,
10
Yeah.
seconds.
yeah, it's been doing that lately. I don't know what's going on with me.
What I was gonna say was, I just feel like I missed Halloween. I was too old. I was too, like, it came to before me. It was before my time.
Well, so
wasn't-
we're the same age.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't scary. It was just like, whatever. I don't know. I didn't buy it. I need
Oh.
some basis in reality.
There's
You know-
horror movie. There's basis in reality. There's serial killer stuff. There's, Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on a real thing.
And the other thing too, I can't. It's just like, oh, everybody's dead. Oh, how interesting. Like I hate that too. Like I don't like that. It's like, oh, it's 19 people tragically killed. Oh, great, wonderful. Like I don't want to.
like it.
What?
No, he has to like it.
No, you don't have to like it.
What was I gonna say? Shit.
Horror movies.
Sorry, I cut you off. Sorry.
No, it probably wasn't that good anyway.
Michael
It's like
Myers.
you don't like when everybody dies.
Yeah, when they go, oh, it's like based on reality. Like, that's not helping. Like, I don't want to know that this was like, it doesn't scare me. Who's making all the good horror movies now? Peele or Key? I forget. I think that's Peele. Jordan Peele. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen his? I'm intrigued to watch the first one because everybody says that first one where they're super close in that guy's face was amazing.
Oh,
Get out.
Yeah. Did you guys see that?
I thought it wasn't bad. They had some good stuff in it.
Is it
I think
horror though, or is it like a suspense thriller thing?
Horror. I think it's horror-y,
Okay.
suspense-y kind of thing. Yeah, it's definitely horror, sci-fi kind of a. What about that? Like sci-fi? That's not based in reality. But that's fun.
Yeah, you're right, but I feel like they build a reality. There's rules there.
There's rules in horror.
That makes sense.
Scream had a whole lot of thing about the rules in horror.
Pointing out the absurdity about how there's no, you're right. Okay, you're right about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I watch it and I go, this is either boring or uninteresting completely.
All right.
I don't know. I did enjoy Scream for that reason because it was so meta that I was like, that's based in reality. I get it. They're calling out other bullshit and stuff. That one was good. I like that one.
There was a formula there's a formula for most genres, I feel. Even rom-coms. You have the lead woman is going to get together with the lead guy by the end of the movie.
Right.
So there's a formula for every genre. So it doesn't.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the way it is. And there you go.
Anthony's nightmare is Meghan crawling out of the TV. That's what I see when I see Meghan Markle. I see the girl from, what was that movie?
The Ring.
The Ring. That's what she looks like to me.
Oh yeah,
you're all seeing a beautiful actress. I'm seeing the.
You're terrible. That's not right. All right, Erin C is here, folks.
It's my own personal heart. I'm like, oh, is anybody else seeing that? And I look around and I look at the screen and I see regular Meghan Markle again. And I'm just like, oh.
And the phone rings. Okay, you saw The Ring, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Weren't you a little afraid of the phone?
Yeah. Yes. It was.
Okay.
That one was okay. That one, I remember that one was okay.
All right, then.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting and groundbreaking.
Yeah, there are movies like that. Then there are movies that go with the flow and are kind of typical. But then you got like Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman kind of movies. Those are fun.
I don't mind those. Well, you consider those horror? I guess so.
Yeah, those are horror movies. Wolfman, Frankenstein. Yeah, those are all in the horror genre.
All right.
If you're looking for a good, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go.
A good, like I never really like the portrayal of Dracula. There's like 1 out of every 10 is good.
You didn't like the way Bram Stoker did it?
Bram Stoker's good.
Okay.
That was Gary Oldman. He was very good. Then there's a movie called Monster Squad. Remember that one?
No.
from like the 80s, early 90s. They
Savage?
probably no, that's a different movie.
Okay.
Monster Squad, it brought in all the classic horror movies. It was like a Goonies, but like a horror version.
Okay.
Wolfman's got nards.
Wolfman's got nards. You don't know that line?
I remember that line. Yes.
There you go. Thanks, hon.
There we go.
That's from Monster Squad. That Dracula was a great Dracula. Then you get a bunch of others and everything. But a newer Dracula is the last voyage of, I think it's called the Demeter, the last voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, when he's on the boat? Yeah.
That was a cool Dracula.
Yeah.
Like there are Draculas. You should be terrified of Dracula when he's on screen or he's not on screen. That's the way Dracula should be in a movie. And in most cases, it's like, here's Dracula. There he is. It's like, who cares? But in like a few random, like Bram Stoker, Monster Squad was a really good. He was a menacing one. And in this one, Dracula is very good. Just putting it out there for people who want a good Dracula.
How old were we when that movie came out? Bram Stoker's Dracula. 8?
Got to be early 90s. I thought
10 maybe.
Yeah, probably in our between 10 and 15 around there.
You were 10.
And it was that Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
No, that's Interview with a Vampire.
That's right. That's it. Okay. I just remember when I saw that, like Bram Stoker's Dracula, I just remember thinking to myself, who the fuck does Bram Stoker think he is? He needs to have his fucking name on this. I'm like, who's fucking Bram Stoker? I never heard of this guy. I know who Dracula is.
This is my Dracula.
Yeah. I was really annoyed at Bram Stoker for having the audacity to get his name above the title.
Yeah, Bram.
I was 10. That's something weird about that. Anyway, Erin, I'm going to go ahead on this blind top 5 and put 8 spaces down because I just have a good feeling that we're going to get.
Do you?
Yeah, 8.
Oh, okay. I think we're just going to do one tonight, okay?
Okay.
It's a little late. All right. And I'm going to skip S because it's an executive decision because of the night we've been having. And it's just going to be T. We're going to go back to S next week.
Just say it, Erin. I fucked up the beginning of the show. Just everybody knows you're thinking it. I fucked up the beginning.
It's all my fault. I don't like
mistake. And now
I don't like S.
And now we've lost a blind top 5 just because of my stupidity.
I actually don't. 2 reasons. One, I don't like S. I'm going to redo it. And U is going to be it's going to be too long. You guys are just going to get ready for you because you guys, it can be, you might want to devote the whole show to it. That's all I'm saying.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is T. So if you number your papers from 1 to 8, blind top 5 is that,
like rated on how much gossip this is. Is that what you're saying? It's T.
No, I'm saying when we get to the one that we're going in
alphabetical
the letter
order,
T. Tonight.
Oh, the letter T.
And when we get to U, it's going to be a very long night. So everybody, wear your pajamas. What is it? Get your pink pony party.
Oh my
Get your ice cream cake.
Please.
Because it's going to be like a sleepover.
I feel like
Use a big old topic. But tonight, that's not tonight. Tonight is T.
Erin, I came in the house and there were kids hanging from the chandelier. And I go, how did this happen? We don't even have a chandelier. That's how fucking crazy.
They installed the chandelier simply to hang from it?
It was out of control. Okay? It was out of control. So you want to laugh? I look outside my window. I come upstairs because I have to get away from them. I look outside the window. There's smoke outside the window. I go, I don't believe this. They started a fire. No.
Oh my God.
No. One of the kids' moms brought a smoke machine to the party.
What are you talking about?
A smoke machine?
I'm like, you have a smoke machine? She's like, yeah, smoke machine. I'm like,
would you have preferred the fire?
No. Good point. But I was still.
With a smoke box with a karaoke?
What's that?
Why a smoke machine?
Smoke machine.
No, I don't know. Just for the kids were they were out there the whole day, just blasting.
He was probably like, I bought this smoke machine and I'm going to get my money's worth out of it. So I'm bringing it to every function I have.
Yeah.
We're going to have smoke machine at Thanksgiving. We're going to have a smoke machine at Christmas.
The babies are going to be christened in water and smoke.
Smoke machine at the christening.
Smoke
Getting
machine.
my money's worth.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's fine.
Smoked turkey on the smoke machine Thanksgiving.
Ooh, I like it.
Thanks. But yeah, I was just like, this is, and the kids were playing the shit out of it. And it's like in the front yard. It's like all the neighbors are like, the fuck's going on over there?
Trouble
What are
at
they doing?
the old Anthony house.
Yeah, it was a scene. It was a scene.
All right. So here we go. T, 1 through 8. The blind top 5, you have to rank these items, these things in order. 1 being the thing you like the most, 8 being the thing you like the least. Trick is you don't know what's coming next.
Okay, thank you, hon. And this
Yeah.
is everybody ready?
Mhm.
Ready?
Tom Cruise movies. Tom
Tom
Cruise movies
Cruise.
tonight.
Interview with the
And
vampire.
it also no Mission Impossibles because I know no one can tell them apart. Nobody's like, oh, I liked 4, but not 2. They're all the same and they're all really adventurous. So we're not doing that at all. So no Mission Impossibles tonight.
All right.
Number 1 is Cocktail.
Cocktail. Never saw Cocktail.
Plays a bartender.
Cocktail is good. I don't know why it's good. The story stinks. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
I'm putting it at 8. Wasn't that his first movie?
Not even close.
No, I think Risky Business was.
It was either Taps or The Outsider.
The Outsiders. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting it at 8 because I've never seen it. And
Oh no. Oh no, you've made a mistake.
about a bartender and what? I don't know.
You've made an error.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Cocktail, I'm going to put at 5.
5 for Cocktail? All right.
Yeah, Cocktail's a good one. I think you're underestimating how many bad movies he's made, actually.
I'm trying to
Not
think of
understandable.
bad movies. I'm sure there are.
Neil, tell me your favorite Mission Impossible since you say that they're all their own distinct unicorn. Okay, number 2 is A Few Good Men.
Fuck.
It's a great one.
Fuck, yeah.
It's a great one. I feel like just give me the last 20 minutes of that movie and I'm good. It's a good movie. A really good movie. But
Christelle, you don't have to like him. What about the movies? What about the cinematography and the co-stars and the costumes?
all right, I'll say Few Good Men is 5.
He's a weirdo. Like he's such a good actor though. We just kind of forget the whole Scientology thing.
Yeah.
Like he believes in literally the dumbest religion. I don't care. I'm not going to placate you. It's the stupidest fucking thing ever. And we just act like whatever. We need that next Mission Impossible.
Yeah, just keep pumping those things out and believe whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
so
really
brilliant.
story. But you brought up The Outsiders, which is not one of them in this. So I'm just going to bring up a really interesting story. Apparently, when he was in The Outsiders, he was like really, really young, and he had this woman in his life who like was his manager and his agent and like his parent, like all wrapped into one. And I know her last name was Broccoli, and I think their first name was Barbara. But there's this thing about how he called her and he was like, "I have to share a room with one of my co-stars. And I don't want to do it. Do you think I should quit the movie?" And she was like, "Do you think you should quit the movie? No, go back there and apologize. Tell him you'll sleep in a room with 8 people. I cannot believe your entitlement, all this stuff." And he was like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." And the whole thing was, she was with him his whole life. And then as soon as she left his life, she didn't die, but they just parted ways. Then he was like jumping on couches and being like Scientology. And it was so weird how she just kept him in check for all this time. And you can basically see the day that she like signed off and like went away because he went like full like toddler in a candy store, like with no parents.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Lost his mind.
Yeah.
He did some weird. Every time he appears somewhere though, you see him on a red carpet or like on a whatever talk show, or he has a fun time and he does some fun stuff. But the personal life, I'm sure, is very little out there.
I mean, he's one of the greatest actors we've had of all times, and a movie star. Like I think he's more of a movie star than an actor, but he can fucking act. Like he can, he can do it. You know,
I agree.
And it's again, he's just so good. We just overlooked that whole fucking thing. But name a better movie star. Like, I mean, honestly.
Oh, he's up there.
Because you have to figure talent, but you also have to figure box office pull, because that's what a movie star is. Who's done it for longer at this high of a level?
Yeah, it's been what? I feel like it's been 40 years consistent.
Yeah, all like from Stallone and Schwarzenegger to
Yeah, they all had their lulls and their this and that.
Hanks and Will Smith. You name it, they've all been but mega. But how for this long?
Yeah.
I don't know. He might be the greatest movie star we have.
He's up there.
Okay. Well, how good was he in number 3, which is Rain Man?
Oh, see, now Rain Man, I got to put up there. It's 1 or 2 for me.
That's crazy talk, but okay.
Are you nuts?
I'll tell you what, I'm putting Rain Man at 6, and I'm regretting it because he was better in Rain Man than he was in Cocktail. That's a ding on my list.
Yeah, you screwed up. I got Rain Man at 2 because he was great. The movie was great. Dustin Hoffman, brilliant. That whole movie. That's a movie you could watch again and again, and it's always the performances alone.
It is good. He's good. He's getting a Hoffman bump, though. I mean, Hoffman's picking him up a notch.
Hoffman, great, sure. But his role in that movie was playing opposite Hoffman. It was great. He did a great job.
Okay.
Nicholson picked him up in A Few Good Men too.
Sure.
Nicholson.
I got A Few Good Men at 5.
I got that at 4. All right, Erin. This is a heated contest right now.
All right. Sorry. We're halfway there with Bram Stoker's Interview with the Vampire.
You know what's weird? I never saw that one either.
Interview with the Vampire?
Yep.
That is so funny. Erin's got a good ability to just lay down a grenade and just walk away from it.
Yeah, she got it. That was good.
Interview with the Vampire. I'm going to say 8. I never saw it. I feel like it got a lot of criticism, but I think a lot of people loved it too. I don't know.
I get a lot of, let's see, 1, 3, 5, 4 in the chat. I put it at
high.
Can't really put it higher if I've never seen it. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's at 7, right?
But you also haven't seen.
Bottom.
Your list is making sense, right?
Next up.
Didn't see it.
I might have.
There's a lot of Tom Cruise movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I might have to. I don't know if The Firm is top 3. I mean, I have an idea of what I think those movies should be. I don't know if they're necessarily going to be on the list of. I got to go 7. I'm going to put it 7. I can't fucking believe this.
Well, believe it, man.
I'm devastated.
Well, I got 1, 3, and 4 open now, so these have got to be good.
Mm-hmm. I'm 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Okay. How do you feel about number 6, which is Tropic Thunder?
Oh shit.
Oh, nice. What? That was a good one.
It's good, but I got to put it at 3. That's bad. I put it above A Few Good Men. I will.
I don't know. Les Grossman is pretty fucking funny
when he goes and literally fuck your.
Oh, he was a great character.
That's
You kidding?
really
Les Grossman is fucking hilarious. I'm putting that at 3 as well. Tropic Thunder.
I have to tell you, I had not seen Tropic Thunder until recently. I mean, I never really fully saw it. I sat through that whole movie and I was like, I don't fucking get this, man. This isn't funny to me. I don't think this is good.
Really?
I don't get it. And then Tom Cruise comes on screen and I was hysterical.
Oh, man.
Oh, he saved the whole movie.
Is there a key grip there? Yeah. I want you to go up to this man and punch him right in the fucking face. It's great. It's a great. His character is freaking hilarious. There was a thing recently. He was on the red carpet somewhere. I guess it was probably for the latest Mission Impossible, and for like 4 seconds, he did a little bit of the Les Grossman dance at the end. It was just him in his suit or whatever, and it was funny. He still kind of embraces that character. It was pretty funny.
It's his idea, from what I understand, the dance and all that kind of stuff.
That's hilarious.
Dance isn't even the funny part, just the way he says it. He's like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Holy shit. It's so fucking funny.
He was great in that.
That was the best as far as small doses go. That was a concentrated dose of Cruise.
Yeah, oh absolutely. He was not the star by any means. I wouldn't call it a cameo. He was in the movie. He was a good, role.
Yeah.
But he was definitely not like a cameo would be like he was in what's it called? Austin Powers,
Right.
But he was a character in the movie. So yeah, good job. All right, so
1 and 2 for me.
Okay, the penultimate is Top Gun, not the new one.
Top Gun.
Yep.
With his original teeth. If anybody cares to check that out.
I am going number 1. I mean, cannot be anybody else.
What's hard for me is that I want to put Top Gun, another iconic movie he's in that we haven't named number 1 spot for him. I got to put Top Gun up there at the number 1 again. Yeah. Top Gun.
How much Anthony's going to hate me, but I know it's going to be a lot.
We're about to get Erin.
Ant is.
She going to say Top Gun 2?
Top Gun 2. No, I'm just kidding. Number 8 is Jerry Maguire. I know you like that movie.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, all right. I think I'm happy with this list here.
That's literally why I was saving my top 2 spots.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And you gave number 1 to Top Gun and not 4?
No, I had 1 and 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I had 1 and 4.
I was gonna put Jerry Maguire. I love, that's my favorite out of all of his movies, and I think he's great in that. But I would literally put that 1 and 2 if I could make the list and know everything. This is top 2 performances.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with this list. 1 Top Gun, 2 Rain Man, 3 Tropic Thunder, 4 Jerry Maguire, and A Few Good Men, The Firm, Interview with a Vampire Cocktail. There's
I am Top Gun, Jerry Maguire, Tropic Thunder, A Few Good Men, Cocktail, Rain Man, The Firm, Interview with a Vampire. I would move a few of those around. I don't think I performed all that well this time around.
I'm happy with mine. This was a good one.
You both watched Happy Gilmore. You did not give a review last time out.
You're right. We didn't. Go ahead.
A lot of heart. He was more the straight man in this one. I enjoyed it more than Frank. I really liked it. See you guys next week. Thanks so much. Happy birthday, J Sabs. It's like an hour and a half.
I forgot J Sabs' birthday.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the movie. But it definitely wasn't the first one. First one is iconic, and it was, but any sequel, most sequels don't hold up to the first one, of course. But this one, I mean, I don't want to give any spoilers, so I won't go into, the plot or the this or the that. My critique about it is they overdid it with cameos. It was. Did you see it?
Yep.
Overdid it with the cameo. It was every scene. There was at least one cameo in every scene, and I feel like fine, but it took away something from the movie. I feel like it was just it was like they were trying to do a contest of how many cameos can we get in this movie, and when you do that, the acting suffers because most of the people that were cameos in the movie are not actors, and they're sports people or they're musicians or whoever, and they weren't able to act. Like, you put all these cameos next to what's his name that played Shooter McGavin, who can act, and it's just there's no comparison. It was like
Yeah.
whenever Shooter McGavin's on the screen, I'm like, this needs to be the whole movie, and that should have been. He should have. My opinion is Shooter McGavin should have had a much bigger role.
You wanted him to play against.
No, not even that. I mean, again, if we want to put the spoiler thing up, I don't. It's not going to be really a spoiler, but I just wanted him more like. If you split the movie in two, he was in the first half of the movie. He was built up to this big thing. It's Shooter McGavin, Shooter McGavin, Shooter McGavin, and then they kind of dropped. That fell away by the second half of the movie. There was nearly no follow through, to use a golf term. There was just no, I felt like he could have been a bigger part of the second half of the movie, and he wasn't. And do you remember Caddyshack 2?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of had a little inklings of that. It felt like a modern day version of Caddyshack 2.
Like it's all just too much. They're all trying too hard.
No, I mean like in the literal sense. Like, you remember the plot of Caddyshack 2? Or the stuff that happened in the movie?
Wasn't it he was gonna turn it into condos or something?
Well, yeah, but they made the golf course in Caddyshack. I mean, slight spoiler here. I don't want to spoil anybody's movie. All right, so a little spoiler for Happy Gilmore 2. In Caddyshack 2, they turned the golf course into like a joke. Like everything was like an amusement park. Everything was a gimmick. Every hole was a ridiculous. Wasn't a golf course. It was like like an amusement park, and they had to hit through ridiculous things and snow and this and that, and that's kind of where this movie went, down that road of, well, we got to fight against the changing of. It was very, if you want to fight the modern thing and keep golf pure, fine, that's a great plot, but you dropped I loved every scene that Shooter McGavin was in, and I feel like they just put scenes in the movie just to have the excuse to have these cameos.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Taylor Swift's boyfriend there. I could have done without him.
Yeah. I mean, there were some funny ones, like, just didn't seem thought through, like the Eminem thing with the obvious fake beard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay, he's playing the son, fine, whatever. But I don't know. There were just so many, just too many, every scene. And I like, every now and then they didn't need. There were a few scenes where they flashed back to the original movie. You didn't need it, because anybody who is watching this movie is a fan of the original, and you didn't need to flash back to, oh, remember when this happened in the first movie? It's like, no, we all know, we were there, we got it, we're with you.
We're too old that we can't remember. That's what.
Yeah, we've watched it, we know the movie, and they flash back to the actual scene. I'm like, no, you don't need to do that. I don't like that we watched it together, and we didn't like that they killed off a certain character.
That was a big surprise to me.
That was huge. I was like, what?
Oh no, I was looking forward to her.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be a great back and forth, that whole thing. But I guess they needed some kind of conflict for him and thing to overcome and all this stuff. But
right, because then he slips into a depression and drinking and all that.
Yeah. But there was one cool, again, it's a Shooter McGavin moment that Erin, I think it's her favorite part of the movie, and it was a genuine moment for me. I was like, this was a cool thing. Spoilers again, but when Shooter McGavin finds out the news that she passed away, he had a genuine holy shit moment. He wasn't like, there wasn't a joke there. He's like, right. Oh my God, really? It was a very, like, a genuine, Like he's not a monster jerk kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
that was a cool moment.
He was good in it. I thought. I didn't get Bad Bunny. I didn't even get. I don't know. I didn't get that whole part of it.
Oh, the caddy. Well, he was the caddy.
Like I feel like he got more screen time than he needed. Like
he was a major part of the movie. And one thing that they should have had is, why didn't they have what's his name back as the caddy? You know, from the first movie. I forget his name.
Oh,
Alan Covert. Yeah. Remember the homeless guy in the first Happy Gilmore?
oh, yeah. Oh, he doesn't. I don't think he talks to him anymore.
He doesn't talk to Alan Covert anymore?
Doesn't he? One of them, him and the other guy that's always in. There's two of those guys. I feel like I don't know what the other guy's name is.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
One of them's
I
not
didn't
in
know that.
movies anymore. Yeah.
Oh, he's in like all his movies. Well,
he's like the only one who like is not. Yeah, he doesn't get the phone call every time. They had a falling out or something.
Wow. All right.
Or like he went crazy. The guy went crazy or some shit. I don't know what the story is.
All right. I didn't know that.
Seems silly though. That Adam Sandler loves to put all the same people fucking keep coming in and out of that movie. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I was waiting for David Spade to make an appearance.
I know, and I'm like, I'm watching. Spoiler alert! I'm watching. What's his name? The skinny guy.
Skinny guy.
Oh my god!
Give me some more clues.
He was in The Sopranos. Tony Blundetto.
Oh, Steve Buscemi, yeah.
Steve Buscemi, thank you. Jesus Christ. Fucking Buscemi is like a world-class actor. And Sandler's like, hey, can you come into the thing where you piss in a mailbox?
I didn't even know it was him the first part of the movie until he was on the couch with John Daly.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was him. I was like, that because it didn't look like him.
When he was peeing in the mail, I was hysterical. I'm like, how do you think he got, like, I mean, Buscemi can do he can do Shakespeare, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can do anything. And he's like, yeah, come piss in the mailbox. Isn't that funny? You know? He's like,
all right, we're going to have you piss in the mailbox. Oh, whoopity-doo. Kevin Nealon. They brought back a lot of the old, things that sequels do that I understand why they do it, but they don't have to do it so much. Is go back to the first movie and replay the jokes, like the kid that was his original caddy. That remember the kid that he like shakes his arms and that kid comes back and fine. You want to bring back everybody from the first movie, okay, but it was very the what he was great, yeah. I thought he was the best part of the movie. Shooter McGavin, Christopher McDonald, that's his name. Yeah. I thought he was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, he was.
Every scene he was in, I was like, I want more of this, please. More.
Yeah.
He's the Darth Vader of the movie. He was great.
I thought it was cute. I liked it. It was like, I don't know, like the next day I was like struggling to remember it. I'm like, how did it end again? I'm like, I don't even fucking remember.
Yeah.
As I feel like we don't hold on to those things. Like, for instance, I fucking love Coming to America.
Yeah.
I can't remember Coming to America 2 already. I didn't
even see it. I didn't see Coming to America 2.
It was like, the whole thing was like, okay. Like, I mean, I love to know where these characters wind up, but at the same time, it's like, are any of these ever going to be good? Top Gun 2 was the only one that was ever like, that was a good one. It. I don't know how they did it, but they nailed it.
They nailed it, and they didn't, you know what they did? It had that movie, they updated everything, and they had a new storyline and new characters, but paid homage to the old characters, but they didn't hold everybody's hand telling the old stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to relive the first movie in order to get the second movie. Like Terminator 2. You knew what happened in the first movie because it was part of the plot of the second movie. They didn't have to go back and retell you the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
That I love the scene and again, I'm going to say every scene with Shooter McGavin was great, but the cemetery scene was hysterical. When him and Sandler in the cemetery when they first meet.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was the best one. That was the great scene. That was such a good scene. Literally everybody who's died is buried in that one cemetery
Mm-hmm.
in that same spot.
Yeah.
That was good.
You know who was disappointing? John Daly. I thought John Daly would have been funnier.
It wasn't bad.
Like he did the John Daly things, but I was kind of like, I don't know. This is not.
For some reason he's living with Adam Sandler. I don't know why, but I guess there he is. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but all right. I was glad he did it. I hope a lot of people watch it. I like Adam Sandler movies, no matter what. I never feel like I wasted my life watching that.
You know, it was a good Adam Sandler movie. It's not even a comedy, and you wouldn't even. I think it's called Spaceman or something.
Spaceman?
Yeah, it's just him, and it's like an hour and a half of him in space. And there's one other character, and it's a really good movie. It's a drama, sci-fi drama. There's no jokes really in it.
Really?
Very good. Came out like maybe, I don't know, 3-4 years ago.
Huh. I'll have to look for that.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, cool.
It's all him. But pick up Oval, everybody. Oval is a great book written by Erin. There it is. Anthony's holding up a copy right there. So you can buy a copy for yourself on Amazon. Link in the description below. I think Robin may have put it in the chat. Appreciate that. Thank you. And anybody else who did, thank you. Pick up a copy on Amazon. You can also download a digital copy if you like. Oval, available now, written by Erin.
Have a lovely weekend, everybody.
Potato salad.
We'll see you next week.
Maybe we should go now.
Go ahead.